All right, family, we are back again on another solid episode. This issue, Mahama is under fire. Debate and a lot of conversations coming from Black Americans in particular. They have become so wild since this resolution has been passed. Their concern and problem is not the fact that the resolution was passed to recognize slavery as the greatest crime, but their problem is centered around money. And you know what? Even the parliament of Ghana has flamed up between the two political parties. It became a hit. Now, the opposition is now standing against the reparation, which their leader was for. Now, it became a whole conversation here. Now, the people in power who are supposed to actually oppose their leader if the leader was in power are now speaking the language of their leader, Akufo-Addo. Politics will kill us. So let's start from the Black Americans. They have a lot to say. Some are against, some are defending. All right. So I'll blend this whole thing together. You are going to watch a couple of videos from this. These are the things that Black Americans are saying. If you're already here, do us the honor. Try to support us. We have come a long way. Hit the like button, subscribe to be part of this awesome family. Now, right? These are the things that the Black Americans are saying.
So the Ghanaian president is trying to garner reparations based off the history of the transatlantic slave trade, trying to say that his people or Africans were taken from their home and brought over to America to experience atrocities and terrorism and what have you. We all know the story and stuff like that. The thing is, as an American man, I'm going to tell you right now, the majority of the people that were put in bondage here on this land were from North America. I'm not saying that the transatlantic slave trade didn't happen. I'm not saying that there weren't certain Africans that came over here. The Africans that came over here got absorbed by the people that were already here, and that's how that goes, point blank, period. And we do not want other nations getting credit for stuff that we immediately went through. Now you want to talk about the Africans that came from the continent. Those were rival tribes that you guys put in bondage and sold off to the white man. That's the story. That's the history. So why do you get reparations for that? We don't want to hear that. This goes back to you guys co-opting and hijacking our legacy to garner money. There's plenty of atrocities that happened in Africa that you can, advocate for and go to the UN and ask for reparations for. Why does everything have to be connected to us? Why do you guys always have to use us as a crutch or a tool to get money and get funding? Stop using Black Americans' heritage and legacy to garner sympathy, attention, and resources on behalf of your country. African heritage is different than ethnic Black American heritage in the United States. They are two completely different things. And it needs to be known and it needs to be respected. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. No one's saying that you can't do business with Africans. No one's saying that you can't be friends with Africans. But you need to allow people to have their cultural autonomy.
Now, he made some point right there that the people, Africans also were part of it. He made a point that some Africans sold their own brothers to the white man, and therefore, what are you here for reparation for? You understand? You sold, and then you get paid. The people you sold out do not get shishi. Now, today, your descendants are coming back to say that we want to take money, more money. It's kind of a way, all right? Now, it will look ridiculous that after so many years now, the descendants of people who were traded as slaves and all that, they are here fighting over money that some group of people are claiming to take money on the head of those atrocities. It is not making it, you understand? Listen to this also. Some of them are protesting, and this is what they are saying. They are saying that the voice of Africans don't have their voice. All right, they are saying that Africans don't have the voice of Black Americans. Black Americans have their own voice, so Africans shouldn't talk on their behalf. And this is it.
To my family in the Midwest, if they come to your grave site, your burial site, you pull up too and say one simple thing: Africa is not our voice.
They're at the African American burial ground with the Ghanaian president.
John Trump Mahama is training African for favors, and their U.S. military base that is located on the tarmac of Accra Airport, and the FBI guy. And so to me, what are you?
Ghanaian President Mahama is trying to come over here to the United States of America and lay his voodoo African wreath on the gravesite of Black Americans in the United States of America to destiny swap with Black Americans.
So, before the whole thing happened, the president, they went and they pray the Christian way, the Muslim way, and then did the traditional vibe, you understand? So that's what he's saying, that the voodoo and all that. On the other side, this is my very beautiful, amazing sister. Her name is Afritude. The Afritude cap that I've been wearing here, all right? Very soon I'll bring out more clothing from Afritude, all right? This is what she have to say about this.
So when we say reparations, some people are thinking somebody's coming for their money. And no. It's bigger than that. What I liked about this is not just the African Union that was present in a vacuum. The Caribbeans had representatives there. The Colombian president was even there. Ghana was there. And the likes of civil rights movement, Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump, civil rights lawyer. I actually saw him at the Ghana summit as well. So this is not just in a vacuum that Africans are making a decision. No, they have put together leaders from different groups that, look, we need them to declare that this is the gravest crime in humanity. Now, when it comes to reparations, how things are going to be distributed, I'm sure they are going to sit amongst themselves and decide, because we all need different things. Money to be pumped into the Black communities and the people in the Caribbean and the plantations and stuff. And then maybe when it comes to Africa, return our artifacts. There'll be some structural development. So Black people, stop fighting. This is ridiculous. Ain't nobody coming for nobody something. It's not even possible, because every country have their representative. Let's not be greedy. This crab in the bucket thing, let's not take it on the global stage, please. Let's stay focused. Let's fight for our dignity and humanity.
So this is from Afritude. From her side, I'll leave that in the comment. I'll come back to that. But somebody also is replying to the Black Americans, giving them a clean reply in a way. And this is what the guy have to say. Those Americans who are saying that you can't come here and make money off our head and, those kind of things. We are not connected to you and blah, blah, blah. Somebody give a nice, wonderful reply. I will leave that also in the comment for you to judge, all right? Listen.
Bro, please go and relax. You says you are not from Africa. Your ancestors are not from Africa. You are FBA. You are a native, you claim. You guys have nothing to do with Africa. I'm not talking about Black Americans whose ancestors are from Africa, but I'm talking about you who is talking. You claim that you are a native, so the Ghanaian president is representing Black people, but not Black people like you, because you are a native. He's not talking about you. He's talking about Black Americans. Those whose ancestors are from Africa. He is talking about those people. He is also talking about the Caribbeans, Black people there, whose ancestors are from Africa, and the people on the continent. He is representing us, not you. You, the FBS, you claim that you have nothing to do with Africa. You want to have nothing to do with Africa. So why are you just bothering yourself, in fact? Just relax. The Ghanaian president is not talking about you. He is talking about us. You can just go to the United Nations and do your own thing, so that you can also get something from them, perhaps. I think that is what you want. Since you FBS, you claim that you have nothing to do with the Black people. That is okay. So the Ghanaian president is representing us and the Black people who are in America, but those whose ancestors are from the continent in Africa. Not you, by the way.
So this is from the defensive side. You understand? People who are defending it. Now the Parliament of Ghana has broken into a funny comedy show. Listen to the minority leader first, and then you listen to the majority leader. Now, no, you see, you understand the reason why I'm laughing, all right?
Somebody bets a vessel, a boat at Cape Coast, and you decide to go to the north, go to the Bono area, get to the Ashanti area, get into the Asin area, and you are chasing your own people, the strongest amongst them. Then after 100 years you say, I should be compensated. Who should compensate who? Mr. Speaker, with the greatest respect, I don't want us to create a certain impression that, expressing an opposing view to this whole reparation thing makes you anti-African, or you are not thinking about the suffering. Who suffered? We maltreated our own. We maltreated our own and told the white man that he should also maltreat our own. So, Mr. Speaker, the story must be told and be put in its proper context. It is also a fact that inhumane treatment, the unfortunate humiliation, the marginalization, the injustice, the abuse of our ancestors who became victims of this slave trade, Mr. Speaker, must be condemned, and I so condemn him. They were treated as less human. And Mr. Speaker, if that is where the argument is being situated, then Mr. Speaker, I'm all for it.
That's it. I mean, I agree with Afenyo Makin here, but the other side of the coin is that Afenyo Makin would never have, said this if Akufo-Addo was president, because his view was completely against the view of Akufo-Addo. When Akufo-Addo said reparation must be paid, even those of you who are not part of it, you were saying that today it is a new generation, you are not part of it, it's your ancestors, you are still benefiting from it. Akufo-Addo said this. The time Akufo-Addo was mentioning this, how do you call it? My brother, my very good politician, Afenyo Makin, was not saying anything about this. But, there was a political vibe to it. You understand? We need to oppose certain things. But his view is clean right here. The view contradicts their former leader, who is Akufo-Addo. Now, the funny aspect of the conversation is that the majority leader, rather, is now echoing Akufo-Addo's voice. Listen. Politics is on way.
Many of those countries that have wealth today can trace the origin of their wealth to slavery. Yeah. Many of the capitalist states today that have become rich started from plantations that were worked on by slaves, and that it is the labor of slaves that helped them to build capital, which later on, added to technology and other considerations, also led to the wealth that those nations are enjoying now. As a result, there is a need to share that wealth in recognition of those who have been the foundation of the creation of that wealth. That is the basic principle around the question of reparations. And it is President John Dramani Mahama who capped it all. Who capped it all by mobilizing the world to pass a historic resolution in that regard.
That is a clean fact here. But you see, the majority leader saying that the wealth acquired through slavery and blah, 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 the things that he mentioned there, because the people are enjoying the wealth of the sweat of our ancestors, and so therefore they need to share it with us. Then if that is the case, we lack every moral audacity to be asking them to apologize. You also want to benefit from the blood money. You also want to benefit from the blood wealth. Bringing back the artifact, recognizing that this is a grievous crime. This is clean. But asking money on the head of people who die, no, this thing is wrong. But well, opinion they say are not the same. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You are free to disagree with me. You understand? That's what we do here. We disagree, agree on things. That's how we are able to build the platform to this level. So you are free to disagree with me, but please don't insult me. If you insult me, I'll have no choice than to block you so that you don't insult me tomorrow, because I read comment a lot. So please, your comments are welcome. See you in the next episode. Respect.